Ooh. Ooh. Yo. I can't be the only one really ODing on shopping on Amazon right now. It's like every day I got a package at my front door, and it's usually the highlight of my day. Today, and let me tell you guys the funny, stupid shit that I buy on Amazon. Y'all gonna laugh at me. These are my air fresheners, baby. Your house gotta smell good. Can't have your house smelling like a goddamn dog pound. Come on, fellas. It's 2020. This is my pull-up tower. This is how I've been getting my workouts in. So I've been either using my pull-up tower or just body weight. I've been doing my body weight exercises. I film body weight exercises for my Brix Fitness Insiders, and I post them to the Brix Fitness Insiders website so that my Brix Fitness Insiders have their workouts. And I supplement those workouts by using my pull-up tower. So what I gotta do every day is drag that thing from this dining room area to outside my front door, and I get it in. So 90% of my workouts have been circuit style. Circuit style is basically a group of exercises that you do one after another for a certain amount of reps or a particular amount of time. So today's circuit, I'm gonna do 1 minute of jump rope, I'm gonna do 5 pull-ups, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups, and I'm gonna do 20 body weight squats. And I'm just gonna do that for 35 minutes. And that's my exercise for today. That's my workout. It don't have to be this complicated science experiment. It doesn't have to be that way. It's not rocket science. It's just getting multiple muscles moving at the same time, and do it until you feel tired and you break a sweat. And that's it. And then you stretch afterwards, and that's it. But let me get it popping. Just like that, I'm done. It's simple. I picked 4 exercises. I did it for 35 minutes, and then I stretched. Here's something that the gym being closed has taught me. Because I used to rely on the gym. I'm not gonna front, because I don't like working out at home. I had to make that transition. I couldn't keep allowing myself to have that excuse. Being that I've been working out at home, there's even less of an excuse. You don't need any equipment. Yeah, I got that tower, but I only got that tower a few weeks ago. I spent the first 2.5 months just body weight. And you don't have to run 100 miles like David Goggins. You just got to do something. And you disrespecting yourself if you're not doing anything. You have to just do something. Come on, y'all. Let's cut it out. Let's do better. So last night I had a few drinks with some friends, and I woke up not feeling the best. And I have this thing on the weekends. Well, let me say it like this. A few months ago, I started to set this intention to not allow myself to go into weekend mode on the weekends. Because we know what happens on the weekend. We all our inhibitions kind of go out the window. We feel like we can eat what we want. We feel like we can be lazy. No, fuck that. I gotta keep it moving on the weekends. So look, I got 2 sides of my mind. I got the strong side, and then I got a bitch ass nigga that's in my mind that gives me all these excuses. So you gotta learn how to discern the two. Like I have a clear discernment between the real me and the lower version, the bitch ass version of me, right? The 2 voices in my head. So anyway, this morning, the bitch ass voice in my head was dominating. He's like, yo, Brix, you worked hard all week. You had some drinks last night. Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just relax? Why don't you just take the day off? Mind you, I'm not against rest. Rest is important. But I knew for goddamn sure that I didn't deserve not that I didn't deserve, but I didn't need rest. I needed to get my ass up, and I needed to do something. Now, here's the thing. I know I made that video about David Goggins and how he'd be cursing people out and making people feel like they're pussies. Like, here's the thing. There's a middle ground. The issue that I had with David Goggins and his message and C.T. Fletcher and guys like that, not that I have anything against their message, their message is not for everybody. And I don't think that their message is for the people who watch my channel, right? So, yes, sometimes we deserve to get cursed out because we're being pussies. We're being inactive, and that's not okay. But the thing is, I just want to inspire you to do something. It doesn't have to, you don't got to go run a marathon, but you need to get up and do something. So that's the deal I made with myself, because I didn't feel like it, but I'm going to do something. I'm getting up, I'm going to go to the park, and I'm going to go for a run. And my whole entire day is going to feel that much better because I pushed past the resistance. I didn't let my bitch ass part of my mind dominate the beginning of my day. So my run is complete, and during my run, I came up with this idea to share with you guys the strategies that I used to get my ass out of bed this morning. But here's the thing: this only works if you are actively working on yourself, if you are actively developing self-awareness, because it takes a certain level of insight to be able to tap into your psychology. And what I mean by that is to understand the relationship between your inspired actions and your thoughts and your emotions. So for instance, so this morning, in order to get myself out of the bed, I had to first really assess what I was feeling, right? Because I told you it was my bitch ass mind giving me these brilliant excuses, and I really had to really sit down and dig deep on those excuses. Like, is this valid? Because sometimes I do need rest. So that was the first step. Like, really try to validate what your mind is, what your lower self is trying to tell you, right? The second trip is you have to think forward to how you feel whenever you don't keep your promises to yourself, right? It's an objective for me to get a workout in today. And if I didn't do it, if I gave in to my lower self and stayed in bed and just bullshitted all day, at the end of the day, I would have felt like shit. It would have been a blow to my confidence, because I think as a man, we gain confidence through keeping our word, because that's just naturally in us. When you keep your promises to yourself, when you keep your promises, that's when your integrity grows. That's when your respect, when people respect you, that's when you respect yourself. So when you don't step up, when you don't keep your own promises, you lose respect for yourself. And you have to, in that moment, think about that. You have to think about that. So, and another thing I did was I set an intention, right? Remember I told you, like, on the weekends, I told myself very intentionally that I wasn't gonna get in that lazy weekend mode. So I had that intention. So I woke up, when I heard these excuses, I reminded myself about my intention. Like, bro, you're gonna get nowhere in life if you don't follow through with your intentions, if you don't follow through with your promises to yourself. So I started feeling like, okay, because how you do anything is how you do everything, right? A wise man told me that. And yes, this may sound small, me not getting up to go work out, right? And not saying I had to, because I didn't do anything significant. I just did 4 miles, real light pace, right? 10 minutes a mile. But what happens when that little decision turns into you not turning in that work if you're in college, or you not making that phone call to get that sale for your business, or you not doing whatever you need to do in order to take care of your kids, right? How you do anything is how you do everything. And in that moment, I had to think about that too. Like, yo, if I let myself down right now, who's to say I won't let myself down on something that's a little bit more significant, that's connected to my purpose as a man, right? So thinking about all these things, it gave me the inspiration, and I didn't have to force myself either. I found a way to manipulate my perspective so that I can inspire myself to get the fuck up. And I got it done. And now my whole day is gonna be different because of it. Had I not stepped up to the plate, I probably would have felt like shit all day. right? My mind probably would have continued to attack me because I let it start the day. I let it win in the beginning of my day, but I didn't let it win. But again, this takes time to develop. This takes practice. This takes developing self-awareness. This takes journaling. It takes meditation. You got to have some sort of routine in place that's going to build these parts of your psyche. And once you do that, man, you're unstoppable. There's nothing you cannot accomplish. But it takes time. You got to take it a moment at a time. All right, so look, I just got out the shower. I'm getting ready to go get my son. So I know later on I'm probably going to have a quote-unquote cheat meal. And knowing that, I'm going to strategize my day around the fact that I know I'm going to eat an influx of carbs and calories later on. So normally I break my fast around 1 o'clock. It's about 12 o'clock right now. So instead of eating my normal size breakfast, I'm just going to have maybe a salad and an orange instead, right? And this is called strategizing your day. This is called planning, right? You have to understand what you got going on for the day and be smart enough to plan around it. So for instance, if I ate my normal 1,000 calorie breakfast right now, knowing that I'm gonna probably eat a 2,500 calorie meal later, that doesn't make sense, right? So I'm just gonna eat a small meal right now, eat my salad, eat my orange, probably drink a protein shake, maybe 300-400 calories. And then boom, I'm still set up. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized. I don't got a big meal on me. I can go have fun with my son. And then later on, I'll have my meal and I still will be in a caloric deficit, even with a quote unquote cheat meal, right? So think about this stuff and strategize. Let me go get my boy. Dude.
What's up?
You got a pick, bro. You got to get the pick with the fist.
Oh, that'd be cool.
What do you want?
Yeah. So I don't have to use mommy's pick anymore.
Is your mother's pick?
Yeah.
Oh, it is purple.
It is. I actually don't mind though. That was a good color.
How's your morning been so far?
It's been very swell. I lost my watch, but then
you found it?
Yeah. You know where I put it?
Where?
I put it in one of the drawers in the bathroom because I was wiping my butt and I didn't want it to fall into the water.
Lord have mercy.
Penetrate, sex, money, murder. These are the breaks. These are the towns. Level up the sky. Tears on the way. Sinners on the way. Kids on the way. Motherfuckers, I got winners on the way.
Care for your thoughts as you would your most prized possessions.
Good.
What's that? What you listening to?
This is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. It's a great book, man.
Oh, I think you told me about that book. I never checked it out.
It's so good. Sometimes when I'm working out, music just can't do it. It just can't do it for me.
Yo, let me ask you this. So today's vlog, I kind of gave a strategy on how I get myself out of bed when I don't feel like working out.
Yeah.
Or we can apply this to anything, like not just with working out. When you don't feel like doing something,
Right.
what is your strategy? What is your technique to get yourself going?
I learned this phrase
That was the one you were playing.
probably a couple years ago, and it's the simplest thing.
I played the
But it says, do it now, and you repeat it 10 times. So you say, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. It's very hard for the liveliness within you not to wake up.
So you repeat, do it now, over and over and
10
over.
times.
Yeah.
Literally, it's so simple, but I've never not accomplished a task after I told myself that. There are days where you're going to feel like working out and not feel like working out, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. On the days where you don't feel like working out and you actually don't work out, that's fine. The days where it's not fine is where you don't know why you did it. If you're not deliberately not working out because you know you deserve rest, because you know your muscles are tired, because you did X, Y, and Z, and it's like, I'm going to choose not to work out. If you're not confident in that choice, then you didn't earn it.
I love that.
Saying, I don't know why, is like,
Yeah.
that's like so irresponsible to your growth.
Yeah.
Know why you didn't work out. Be confident in the choice of why you didn't work out.
Yeah. All right, let's get this out the way. All right, once and for all. So you can tell from the title of this video, I have to address something that I honestly don't even want to talk about. But this is what I do. I share my life with you guys, so I can't pick and choose, but I'm ready to talk about this. You guys been hounding me in my DMs all crazy. First and foremost, I want to start this off by showing love and appreciation for my ex. We had a failed relationship by society's standard, but in my opinion, there is nothing about our relationship that was a failure. Because, let me fix this. Let me digress for a second. So, the world tells you that a relationship failed if it ends. But here's the thing, not all relationships are supposed to be forever. Some relationships just have seasons. Very, very purposeful, very necessary seasons where someone is sent into your life in order to teach you something about yourself. She was my mirror. She was my twin flame. She showed me all the parts of myself that I needed to grow. And for that, I am forever appreciative of her. She's an amazing woman, an amazing mother, an amazing spirit. And I'm so grateful to have had love with this woman. Through that relationship, I gained clarity. I gained wisdom. I gained a different perspective on things. It gave me an opportunity to lose myself, which isn't always a bad thing. I found me losing myself in that relationship as a good thing because it provided some clarity at the end that I needed very bad. So this is the last I'm going to talk about this. There's still, I have love for her forever. But yeah, this is the last I'm talking about it. Here's the thing about relationships. They're there to teach you something. I definitely learned a lot.